Hey YouTube, and welcome back to Rob Talks About. Today I thought I'd talk about Oasis. Sadly, I've got my Stone Roses t-shirt on, and not the Oasis one, but pardon me, I've got all their albums on vinyl because I am, hold on, a huge mega fan of Oasis. So, their first album, which I have two copies of. One is the special edition for the 25 years. That is my favourite album of all time, which I did a video on the other day. I like showing it off because I'm proud. I put Live Forever because that's the greatest song of all time. Now, I won't go into too much detail about the albums because I can babble on and I don't want an hour-long video. But this one is just, I love every song. I mean, I love all their songs because I'm a nerd, but I'd say Sad Song and Bring It On Down and Slide Away. Can't go wrong with first album. And as a first debut album, it was Violace the fastest selling debut album in the UK, beating the likes of Michael Jackson and Elvis Presley somehow. Then obviously going on to their second album, What's the Story, Morning Glory, which is a very important album. This defines 90s rock music and defines arguably Britpop. Because Noel Gallagher doesn't like the term Britpop, but songs like Wonderwall and Don't Look Back in Anger, what can you say? Two of the most famous British rock songs of all time. This album, which has a really cool triple gatefold. This album is a masterpiece. But the song that stands out the most for me has got to be Champagne Supernova, which is, in my mind, the greatest closing track to an album. It's absolutely beautiful with the champagne washing and the lyrics. You know, you never actually find out where you were while they got high, but they got high a lot. So moving on, Be Here Now, third album by Oasis, which I mean, it's not a bad album, but I don't listen to it as much as the others because it's an hour long, and some of the songs, like Magic Pie, they do go on a bit, which I know is Noel Gallagher's criticism of the album as well. As for songs I love, you gotta go with Don't Go Away, which is a beautiful, sad song. Be Here Now with the whistling is amazing. And I hope I think I know off of this album. But I don't know whether they're on vinyl, but you can definitely find them on your phone. Songs like The Fame and Flashbacks that were B-sides to this album and are better than the songs on the album, which is a theme with Oasis. Definitely listen to them. Or songs like, I believe it's called I've Got the Fever and Stay Young. You can't go wrong. Next up, which is, they're all there in a pile. This is The Master Plan, which is a B-sides album. With a really, I don't like that. It's a really weird photo. It's all, I mean, I don't know, you probably can't even see that, but I struggle to read it. Anyway, so this is really cool sleeves on this one. As for songs, I mean, this is one of their best albums, because Oasis B-sides are sometimes better than their A-sides. So it starts off with Aqueous and Underneath the Sky, two absolutely brilliant rock songs. And Half the World Away and Rocking Chair are two amazing songs. Pardon me, I have a cold, I'm old. So Head Shrinker is a standout track, which is definitely inspired by the Sex Pistols. And The Master Plan, the closing track, is an absolutely beautiful song. I'm not very good with vocabulary, I will repeat myself, but The Master Plan is one of my favourite Oasis songs. And I can't believe that The Master Plan was not on an album before this, that it was a B-side. What are you doing, Noel? What are you doing? And then there's a cover version of I Am the Walrus, if you're a Beatles fan as well. We're coming into the 2000s now. We have Standing on the Shoulder of Giants, which is a lot more electronic for Oasis album, and a lot more mopey. They use the term mopey, or sad. Oh, a sandwich in between. There's Noel Gallagher's High Flying Birds. Don't need that in a moment. Gatefold issue, which is, I mean, I love this album. For most people, this is the worst Oasis album, but I love the song Sunday Morning Call and Where Did It All Go Wrong. They're absolutely breathtaking, lyrically and sonically. I love them. And Gas Panic. Gas Panic is one of the best Oasis songs, hands down. Can't go wrong. I believe this one comes with a little, yeah. I'll try and get it out without breaking everything. No? Oh no, that's the sleeve. It did come with a poster, but that's disappeared. There's a really, like a flame effect sleeve. Next up is, I forget what it's called. Heaven Chemistry. My brain, it's gone. This has a really cool, pardon me, gatefold. This is songs on this album have to go with Songbird, and hopefully Songbird is watching this video. I love you. Force of Nature, Stop Crying Your Heart Out, Little by Little, She Is Love. Any song on this album is really, really good. And then Better Man at the end. When I first got into Oasis, I didn't have vinyls at the time, so I had it on my phone. And Better Man at the end was 30 minutes long, and I couldn't work out why until I listened to it. And then at the end there's a hidden track, which I believe is a cover version of, just get the sleeve out, I believe it's a cover version of a Led Zeppelin track, which is cool. I love the hidden tracks, which obviously it's not 30 minutes long on the back. I always struggle putting back in. There we go. It was not going in. Now, moving on. We have Don't Believe the Truth, which is my least favourite Oasis album, to be honest. Not that it's a bad album, it's just up against the other ones. It doesn't really have much. Lila and Turn Up the Sun. Let There Be Love at the end is an amazing track, which I have the single on vinyl, which I showed the other day. That was there. There's not much to that album, and sadly, this is their last album as a band. We have Dig Out Your Soul, which is a really cool artwork. I think Dig Out Your Soul is pretty good, but some people would disagree with me. As for songs on the album that really stand out to me, Falling Down is a really good song. Soldier On at the end, the last Oasis song, is about not giving up. And Noel gave up anyway. And I believe the story goes, is it the Kaiser Chiefs or Kasabian? I think it's Kasabian. They were listening, they were in the studio, and they heard Soldier On and said it was a really good track and should be on the album. But the band, Oasis, have gotten drunk and couldn't remember filming it. Filming it? Recording it. Which is always fun. And I can imagine that Noel and Liam Gallagher got drunk a lot. Which is, it has this really cool artwork. I could go on. I've got my solo career stuff, as you've seen, but this is already a long video. Anyway, thanks for watching me babble on for 10 minutes, and take care.